Okay, so people often ask us when is the correct time to give a warning. So as soon as possible. And also make sure when giving a warning, there's a few things that needs to appear on a warning. So firstly, the specific date of when the incident occurred, then a description of the incident, and make sure when you have the discussion with the employee when giving him the warning, don't just shout at him, look, see this as a visible warning. Take the employee to a quiet place out of the hustle and bustle of the workplace. Sit down and explain the situation. Sit with them and ask, so this is what happened. What is your reasoning behind this? Then you will get a better indication of why the employee reacted as he did. So usually it is because he was uninformed or he had a bad day or something emotional, which can then be immediately addressed and not left until it blows up at a later stage. So after you had that conversation with the employee, you will have a better indication of where to move forward. Then also remember, it's very important to explain to the employee, this is what happened, this is the consequences in terms of the company policy and procedure. This is the reason why we are giving you a warning. So let's say, for instance, the employee didn't pitch up for work, he was absent. Call him in the next day and ask him, so why weren't you at work? And then let him give you an explanation or a reason why you weren't at work, and then explain to the employee why that reason is acceptable or it is not acceptable. For instance, an acceptable reason would be a medical certificate. You need to submit a medical certificate to say he was sick for that specific day. Or let's say, for instance, somebody died in the family, then that employee needs to submit a death certificate of the family member. If it was just, I was sick and I stayed at home, unfortunately, that is unacceptable. Reason for that being is I always say, I can fly. Would you believe me? No, you won't believe me. You want to see me fly. So that is exactly, I want to see the proof before I can believe it. Then after you've explained that and you said, so this is in terms of our disciplinary code and procedure for first time offense is a written warning. This is now valid for 6 months. After 6 months, if nothing happens within that 6 months, it's off the record. It's as if it never happens. But if you're absent again within the next 6 months, we are going to move over to the second step of the disciplinary code, which is then most likely going to be a final written warning, which is also valid for 6 months, and then so forth until you get to a disciplinary hearing where the employee might be dismissed. And it's very important to explain this to the employee so that they know exactly where this is heading, and that you don't get at the stage where eventually they get dismissed, that you don't get something like, no, but that was unfair, I wasn't aware of anything, I don't know how it worked. Then you have record of everything that you did explain to them beforehand, from a written warning, final written warning, right through till the end of a dismissal. So that's why it's so important immediately when there's a misconduct, call the employee in and address it immediately. Don't leave it until a later stage.